I just want to do a video talking about the new skills, the potential for the new skills coming up. So if you haven't heard or if you've been living under a rock, there are three potential new skills being proposed that we could vote on. So there's sailing, taming, and shamanism. And so I just want to give my thoughts on them, not necessarily to sway your opinion on any of them. I just wanted to let you know what I think and what I'll be voting for, just to give you a heads up on. So, I mean, they go into, a lot of detail about the skill pitches, about the individual ones. I watched some videos on them, so I have a basic concept of what they are. Of course, watched the old school RuneScape video about them. And then I also watched Mission Solo do a video sharing his thoughts, which I'm very much in some ways in line with what Solo Mission's saying. But I do have a little bit of a difference of opinion. So just to jump into it, we'll start with the first one on here. It says sailing. Sailing, I'm really not too keen on. The concept itself sounds cool. The exploration, finding new things. But a large portion of the community wants sailing to be just like, sailing to new raids, sailing to new bosses. And we've spent so many years on this game creating new bosses. There's been 3 raids. They've added Vorkath, they've added God Wars, they've added the newest boss that just came out. They've added Zora. Like, we've had so many bosses, and we haven't had a new skill. And I would really like to see like a new skill be added to the game, not a new skill to provide more bosses. That's kind of my take on that. I mean, it's different like if it's like Slayer, where there are Slayer bosses, but the main point of the skill isn't necessarily the bosses, it's the leveling up to unlock new creatures to attack, that kind of thing. So that's a little different. If it's more like that, I'd be more okay with it. But if it's just the way some players are proposing, aka Bodhi, other creators, they're just like, the new skill, needs to, you search new islands and find new raids. Like, why is that the purpose? Like, I don't know. I want it to be a skill, like an actual skill, not like a new boss or new raid. So I'm not keen on sailing. Depending on how it's introduced, could make it interesting, could make it good. But if it's introduced the way that a lot of players are asking for it to be introduced, as they're just asking for a new raid or a new boss, like that's all they're asking for. They don't even want a new skill. They just want a new raid, new boss, blah blah blah, same old. I want an actual skill to train, to play, to add something to the game, blah blah blah. I mean, that's where I'm coming from. So sailing, it sounds neat. It just really is concerning. Uncovering new islands to explore, like, that just sounds concerning. That it's more like, new raids, new bosses. That's not what Jagex is saying, but that is what a lot of other players are kind of hoping to have the skill go towards. So I'm not real keen on that. And then the taming skill, they literally said in the video, they go, this is not summoning. It sounds very similar to summoning. Some of the aspects of it that I don't think I'd like is the fact that they say that you need to care for your animals. I even on RuneScape 3, but also on old school, I forget to feed my animal runs away. It's just not a good time. I don't like raising cats. I've never liked raising cats in this game. Unless it's more fun or more exciting, more involved. Like the fact that you just have to feed and then stroke your cat every couple minutes. I don't know. It's just not something I am wanting. So taming, I mean, if it was more like summoning, I'd be more okay with that. I enjoyed summoning. I liked summoning when it came out. You know, the getting charms, the making pouches, things that you can summon. Taming, it just care for your animal by providing food, a home, and enriching activities. It just sounds like a chore. Train and level your new friend. That part sounds okay. But the whole care for by providing food and a home sounds like a freaking chore, man. So I'm not too keen on that one either. Shamanism, that's the one I'm going to vote for. It sounds like it's a mix of a gathering skill, but also kind of a production skill. It's just kind of a mix of things. They said they're going to make some things untradeable. They weren't real sure on the rewards yet, but it sounds to me like the most skill related skill. I guess you could say that taming is definitely skill related too. Sailing just seems too much like it's not even a real skill. I don't know. I mean, it could be neat, like if they did it right, but more than likely, it's just going to be new bosses. I don't know. So I'm not going to be voting for sailing. I'm not going to be voting for taming. I am going to be voting for shamanism. So you have to train it by doing like rituals or getting things from the spirit world. I don't know. It just sounds unique and different. It sounds like it could potentially be a little bit like invention in some ways, as far as like adding additional things to your gear, that sort of thing. But yeah, it says it's gathering and production skill. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the one I'm going to go for. If you can only vote for one, I'll vote for that one. If you can vote for all three, I'd probably vote for that one and taming. But again, taming, I'm a little care for your animal. That just sounds like work. It doesn't even sound like it would be fun, caring for your animal. Like, I have a cat in real life. It's very nice to have a cat. It's very nice to have an animal. But the feeding, the watering, and the picking up poop and pee, like, that's not the exciting parts of having an animal. It's work. And so the concept of having an animal in RuneScape where you're gonna have to do those same things, it just doesn't sound fun. It sounds like work. So I don't know. Like I said, shamanism is the one I'm gonna vote for. Sailing, again, if it's done in the right way, it would be really cool. But if it's just a way to unlock new bosses and new monsters that are, high level content or whatever, it's just not my thing. I think I need to cross the bridge here. But yeah, so I will be voting for shamanism. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on what you think about these new concepts. There's a chance that everyone could vote against all of them. It says here the voting will be opened. I thought I heard April 4th. So in a couple days here. Skill pitch survey, platform survey. Oh, is there already? It's not. Oh, does it close April 4th? So there already is a 20-minute survey out. I thought it was going to be an in-game voting thing. our polling system doesn't have the awesome. Oh, so there is going to be a survey. Did I miss the polling? I thought they said April 4th, but then it doesn't even say in the article. Oh, here. We'd like to open skill pitches poll on April 4th. Okay, but the skill pitches survey is already open. So I'll do the survey, and you guys should too. You can find it on the website. But yeah, it says, if all goes smoothly, we'd like to open skill pitches poll on April 4th, which is in 2 days. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. If you're excited for the new skill, or maybe you didn't want the new skill to begin with. I think it's time. I think it's been time for a while. RuneScape 3 has gotten multiple skills in the amount of time that we've gotten none. And I think it's time for something new to be added to this game. But anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you later. Bye.